Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is experiences and your dream life. Well, first of all, it's been a while since I've made a video. I've been very busy living my dream life, having lots of experiences, and I've just been overwhelmed with things to do, and I just haven't had time to make a video. So you've heard me talk about, your dream life and living a happier man life and what you might do to make a happier man life and various tips and strategies and ways to take you from being a very unhappy man to much happier. And I've lived all of that, and that's what I'm doing kind of on a continual basis. And what I wanted to explore today was how a technique or a strategy to help you live your dream life. Well, first of all, what is a dream life? A dream life is, some people might term it nowadays as living your best life, but I would prefer to call it a dream life. Like, I have a dream that I want my life to be, and that's what I want, and that's what I'm striving for, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what the reason that I get up each day, and the reason I work hard toward things, and the reason I just love my life is because I'm living my dream life and having to make, of course, sometimes I have to make adaptations to it. It isn't quite totally there yet, right? But it's coming. So the experience, dream life. So what I'm getting at is, what experiences would you have if you were living your dream life, right? You can't just say, well, I want to live my dream life. Well, what does that mean, right? It's not specific enough. It doesn't, how will you know you're living it if you don't have any clue what it is, right? You have to know what to work toward, what to try to do, what will happen, when something shows up, is that part of your dream life or not? And we've all heard about the goals listing, and this is, it's kind of similar to that idea, but I like to term it listing of the experiences, right? And you have your various facets of life, right? You have your work, you have your family, you have adventures or fun you'd like to have, or there's financial things you'd like to, financial goals, or creative goals, or helping other people goals, or something like that. And the listing of that would be, well, what experiences would you have and that you would consider part of that dream life, right? What specific things, and you want to break this down in enough detail that when it happens, you say, oh yeah, that is great. I've just checked off an experience that I really wanted to have, and by having that experience, that contributed to my dream life. For example, financially, in order for me to create more financial abundance in my life, I want to make more money at my normal 40-hour-a-week job. And there is a certain, I make an hourly rate now, and in order to have more abundance, I want that number to be much larger, not just just a few cents, right? If I say, well, I want to have a larger income, a couple of cents an hour would give me a larger income, but I need a significant amount more to make the abundance that I want more doable, more within. And of course, it's still within a reasonable, it's not like I'm doubling my hourly rate or anything to create the abundance, but it's a fairly significant amount that is necessary for me to be calling myself even more abundant than I already am. So I started this process maybe 6 months ago or so, knowing that I needed a hourly rate of a certain amount to really make a significant improvement in my life and help me meet other financial goals by making more money, right? It's not always about just saving money and lowering your expenses. Sometimes you have to increase the amount of money coming in. So I did that. You know what? I determined a number that was big, but it wasn't so big that it was like totally out of whack from where I work, right? Because I'm so happy with where I work, I don't want to leave and go somewhere else in the goal of making more money somewhere else, because I know how good I have it working where I am now, and the other quality of life benefits and the people I work with. That is a significant part of my dream life, and I don't want that to change. I just want more money, more money, a higher hourly rate. So there's a number. And so the experience, getting back to the experience, is every other Friday I go into the computer system for the pay, and I look at my pay stub, right? The pay goes in automatically into my bank like everybody else in the world. But the pay stub is still similar to the old days, right? It's just an electronic PDF in the system, and the hourly rate is listed up there at the top, along with all the taxes and the what have you, and the date and the net, the gross and the net. And what I'm after on the experience is to see the hourly rate be at the number or better than what I want. And we've all been told that number is imminent. So I'm looking forward to my next paycheck in a week and a half to go in there on Friday and open up the computer and click through and see that big number. That's the experience I'm talking about. That level of detail, right? I put that in my mind to look on the line. I know right where it is on the pay stub, and what is that number going to be? It's that or something bigger. You know, you can always term things that or something better, right? So that's the kind of level, that's the experience, right? My financial abundance hourly rate number is that number. That's the experience I want to have, and it's listed prominently in my journal book and in my plans that that's what I'm desirous of. And that's the kind of detail I think will help you make your dream life, right? You know, I talk about weight training all the time, and there's numbers that I'm after, weights, poundages lifted, and by making those goals, I'm stronger and more muscular and fitter and more able to deal with life by making those, by having those experiences, right? By bench pressing or squatting or deadlifting a certain rep, a certain pounds, a certain number of times, right? It's a specific experience. And then, you know, you'll be writing these in your journal book or however you keep track of things. I keep them in my journal book. I keep them on a spreadsheet. I note it in my planner book. I make use of all of those methods, and that way, you know, that's the dream, that's the experience I want, and then I can note it once it happened, that I did it, the date, the circumstances surrounding it, and all of that. I make keeping track of my dream life experiences a major part of my life. I don't rush home from something to watch TV. I rush home to work on my dream life, to fill in my spreadsheets, to update my journal books, to plan new experiences that might contribute to my dream life. And of course, sometimes you'll have an experience you think will contribute to your dream life. You'll have that experience and it really won't move the needle that much on your life. It'll just be, well, I did it, I'm happy to have done it, but I'm not sure that it made my dream life that great. Well, that's where the experimentation comes in, and maybe you set the bar a little too low. Maybe you need to adjust your dreams. So I have all kinds of experiences listed that I want, right? Dozens and dozens and dozens of them. And then as I have those experiences, I'm happy and grateful that I had them. I'm listed prominently about the gratitude, and I cross them off or highlight them that I had them. And then I start thinking about, well, what else now? What else? Right? Life is a continually evolving and moving forward. Your dream life would be continually evolving and moving forward. So I think this idea has tremendous merit. I think I'm explaining it better than I've ever heard it explained to me before. Like I've always heard the goals but I think having the experience of something, and it could be your experience is buying something, right? I wanted the experience of owning the vehicle that I have now, and I wanted the experience of owning the other vehicle, the truck that I had before this, right? It was an experience. I wanted to buy it. I wanted to drive it away. I wanted to enjoy it for years, and that's what's happening. Buying things is a way to increase your happiness, to make your dream life even better. I don't like the idea of people saying that isn't a big deal. Well, it is a big deal when you're spending a lot of money. But let's say, how does that fit into experiences? We'll take the example of owning a home. A home, and the whole process of it could be broken down into countless wonderful experiences that you can enjoy for years if you just take the time to list those various experiences, what you hope to gain out of having this home. I think it will make your home ownership experience live much, much richer, much deeper, much better if you list what experiences you would hope to have over time. For example, the closing, and you want to enjoy writing that final check and signing all the papers and having the key given to you. You want to savor that moment. And then you want to savor the moment of the first time you enter your home, clicking the key opening and going there, and perhaps setting a box of some supplies that'll be handy when you move in the near future, right? And then you want the satisfaction of getting all your stuff moved into your new home. And there may be other experiences you want, making some upgrade to the home, hosting some sort of a gathering, decorating it for an upcoming holiday. All of those things will just cement the joy of this home into your mind, and I think you'll find you'll love it even more if you approach it in that manner. And I would just break down most things this way and spend time thinking about the experiences that you would like to have, and then from wanting those experiences, you're knowing what to do next becomes easy, because you're moving toward having that experience in some way, right? There may be efforts that you have to put in. There may be considerable effort, right? Or there may be just allowing the passage of time to fill in the gaps, and all you have to do is think about it from time to time, and know that it will be there eventually. So again, I would give that idea of how to creating a dream life and listing those experiences, specific experiences, and how that will really make your life much, much better, much, much richer, much, much happier.